right, time to take a closer look at nano funding as the bullseye countdown clock approaches 20 minutes left in the history of this little show of ours. A new venture funding coming through in the past week for a couple of nano companies. Big money, in fact, in the nano world. Nanotechs, the name of the first company. Nanomix, the name of the second. And Nantero, all in the past week, getting 1/3 of the total venture capital investment we've seen in nano in 04. What do these companies do, you ask? Joining us, Mark Nanopants Mazalewski. He's from Lux Research, and he has the answers. First, before we even get to the companies, why do we see such a big round of capital drop this week?
Probably for a lot of different reasons. One, out of these companies with nanotechs, they already have products in the market, and they're looking for an IPO, and I think some of the people involved here figure it's a quick run through of the money. They didn't need the money. It's a perfect time to ask investors for money. And so...
and these are the guys with the pants.
These guys with pants, but they're moving...
that we had to have with you on this show.
Absolutely, but they're moving into furniture, upholstery, they're moving into... Heck, you can think they might be moving even into medical. Howard Hughes Medical Institute put some money into them. You can think of a lot of medical applications that might be there.
What exactly is it that they're not selling pants?
No,
obviously.
they sell the
what
actual they sell the actual process, and so they work with over 100 manufacturers to actually do this process, which creates, it almost looks like AstroTurf, and what it does is fluids roll across the top of it. It's such a tight set of wiry hairs that the fluid can't get down to the surface. It floats on top.
So they sell a methodology for weaving together fiber or fibers, fabric, whatever it is.
Coating into the fibers and fabric.
Such that it is impenetrable.
Absolutely.
But for guacamole.
But for guacamole.
It doesn't quite. They haven't passed the guacamole test.
It did not pass the guacamole test.
The water was very impressive.
Water's good.
Coffee's not bad.
It's doing better in wine and water. You know, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Good. You know, I'm waiting for
Don't
my
make me bring out a... Are you wearing nano pants right now?
I am absolutely not.
You'll never do that again. All right. So Nanotechs we're familiar with. They're setting for an IPO.
Right.
So we may see their name
in the public markets. I still think we're going to see them in Q4.
All right. So this year, that's a deal this year.
Yeah, I still think we're going to see that early.
What's the second name? Nano, I'm looking on the list. Nanomix.
Or Nanomix, depending on who you talk. I think it's a regional dialect on that one. They're into nanosensors. And
it is nanotech. It's not nanotechnology. Go on, I'm sorry.
I didn't do it.
All right, go ahead. Please.
Anyways, but they work in sensor space, and right now it's sensing
things, not like the FCC.
They can make they can make things like chemical sensors act like a dog's nose. So if there's a chemical plant leak, they might be able to pick it up. And because you can create so much surface area with the nanotech, with working at the nano scale, you can pick up a lot of odors, detect a lot of things. And so the long-term effort is to put it inside the human body. You'd be able to literally detect things like cancer, different pathogens that are loose in the body, and that's the long-term goal of a company like that. They will have a product in the market this summer. So another reason that got investors excited.
I got a small amount of time, which is appropriate to the subject. Nantero.
Nantero actually makes memory. They use carbon nanotubes to do memory, flash memory, SRAM, DRAM. They also already have working prototypes as well. That was one of the reasons everyone got interested in them, and one of the reasons that they got $15 million this week.
For our viewers, the name they're most likely to see the soonest is Nanotechs.
Absolutely, and in fact, it's probably in their closet right now. And there are also a couple other companies just got money a couple weeks ago, so we're seeing a good amount of money come in right now.
And it's good to have you with us. You're going to stick around.
I am going to stick around, but I am hoping you sign off with a Dan Rather like courage. Courage, hedge fund managers, courage, bulls and bears. I want that kind of ending.
No. If you're sticking around, you change the channel. I'm not going to happen. Bye-bye Bullseye tells me we've got 17 minutes, 22 seconds to the end of this program coming up. For the very last time, we invite you to join us for stimulating conversation, warmth and personality, wine and cheese. Come with us as we adjourn to the interview set.